So hello everyone. So in this video we will be seeing how we can use triggers inside PHP MyAdmin. Okay, so let's say you want to log something as soon as someone inserts a value or someone updates a record inside the database. You want to log something immediately. In that case we have something called triggers inside PHP MyAdmin which you can use. Okay, so let's go to our database, which is in this case this one. So now what we will be doing is we will create a trigger, but before creating that we will create a logs table. Okay, so this is the logs table and we will give it a id. Okay, so and this will be auto incremented every time. So we are checking this. And we will have let's say user ID. Okay, which user updated this, and it will be varchar 255 and the timestamp. Okay, the timestamp will be date. Okay, and that's it. So let's save it. So we have this table which is presently empty. In our registered table we have this. Now what we will do is, this is our register table. So whenever anyone registers, a record is inserted and we want to trigger. Okay, so go over here and go to triggers, add trigger, give it a name. Let's say this is data insert trigger. This is our trigger name, on which table if data is inserted it will trigger. It will be register TB in this case. When will the trigger happen? After, in this case, because we are inserting. So, and the event, it can be insert, update or delete. In this case it's insert. So now it's pretty much like writing a query. Okay, so what we want to trigger, what we want to trigger when a record is inserted in the register TB database, that is insert into our logs table value. And what value? First one is auto increment, that's why it's null, because it will automatically get added. The second one will be the user ID. In this case I am providing the email. Now email of what? This is new dot email. So email field is from this register TB. Okay, email field is from this register TB, and this new means the email which is newly inserted, the date, the record which is newly inserted, it will pick the email from that and it will log it, put it in the log also. Okay, and the timestamp, when was it inserted, what is the date. So now, and that's it. So insert into logs values null, our new email, and now which is the timestamp. So let's create it. So here is our trigger. Okay, so now let's see our logs table. It should be blank. Okay, so it's blank now. Now let's go to our registered table and insert a record. Okay, so let's give, let's say something like this, ABC. This is our random email. Okay, a password, let's say ABC, just like that, ABC, and a phone number, anything. And we have, this is our record. So let's just click on go. So we have inserted a record in our registered database. Okay, so ideally it should now also trigger and insert the same record instantaneously in the logs. So let's go and check, and if you see it's inserted over here. So this is the ID, this is the user ID, which is our email, and the time stamp, when was it created, it's shown over here. Okay, Now let's do an update. Okay, so whenever someone inserts, it's created. Let's also do one thing. Let's delete this. Let's do one thing. Let's, in the structure, let's also put add another column. This will be type. Okay, what type of data manipulation happened. Okay, and this will also be varchar. Okay, so now let's go to our register TB and we will edit our trigger to add this. Okay, so this is our trigger. We will edit it and we will give one more, which is the type. So the type will be, in this case, it's data inserted. Okay, let's save it. Now let's go to our browse, insert. We will insert a new value. Let's say Ravi @yahoo.com, and password, let's say ABC admin, just like that, and some random phone number. So when we submit this, the data is inserted over here. Let's go to the logs, and if we see, we have this record and timestamp and also the data type. Okay, the data type, the data is inserted in this case. Now let's go to our table and we will add one more trigger. Okay, so we will add one more trigger when someone updates the, let's say, phone number. Okay, so before an update is made, we want to insert who updated that record. Okay, who updated that record, we want to do that. Since we are using before in this case, this will be old. Okay, so we want the old email and who made these changes, okay, into which into the record, and this will be updated. Okay, so data updated, in this case we need the who updated, which user updated, the email ID we need, the timestamp when it was updated, and all these things. Let's save it. Now we have to update a record, so let's go and see which record. So let's say this Yahoo, this Ravi's record, we need to update the phone number. Okay, so let's write the update query. Update register table set phone equals, we will give, let's say, 00000, just to identify that this is our number. Okay, and where email equals this is ravi@gmail.com. so let's run this query. So this made a change. Okay, it was yahoo.com. Okay, so that's why it didn't happen. Let's do it again. Update register TB set phone equals 0000123, where user's email is, and we give a email address which is ravi@yahoo.com, and let's run this. So one record is affected. Let's go over here. So we see the phone number is updated. Now let's go to our logs, and if you see, the data has been updated by whom? By this record, which is Ravi, and the timestamp. So similarly you can do for delete as well. Whenever a record is deleted, let's do that as well. So not here, let's go over here, and so this one was the insert one, this one data update. Now let's change this, or you can create a new one, no problem, let's do that. So add a record, add a trigger on data delete. Okay, so before delete, okay, before the delete happens, we want to do this operation on whom, the registered TB. Okay, and we will do insert into logs table values null, which email, the old email who made the changes, because we are using before, the timestamp which is now, and the type of operation happened is data deleted. Okay, and let's save it. So we have this another trigger over here. So now let's go ahead and delete this record, which is ravi@yahoo.com. so delete from register TB, where email equals ravi@yahoo.com, and let's run this. And one record affected, so this record is deleted. Let's go to our logs, and if you see, before delete happened, Ravi's record is inserted in the logs that this person's data has been deleted by the user. Okay, so this is how we use triggers inside phpMyAdmin. So you can do all these operations, you can do all these operations from PHP script as well, and automatically the trigger will be triggered inside phpMyAdmin. So hope you enjoyed this video. So thanks for watching. Bye.